guest tonight is richer than every person watching this show combined. That's right, all 19 of you. Please welcome the author of The Art of the Comeback, Mr. Donald Trump.
What a big audience you have.
Yeah, I know.
Some audience.
That's right. Now, you know, when you first came out, I always shake people's hands. You say in the book you don't like to shake people's hands.
Well, I'm not in love with it. It's a terrible custom that we have in this country. To be honest with you, I'm not in love with it. Is anybody in love with shaking somebody's hand when you've never seen the people? I'm not a huge grandma.
Why don't you like shaking hands?
No, I just think it's a terrible custom. I believe in the Japanese. I'll bow first, but I believe in the Japanese custom.
You want people to bow to each other?
No, I want to bow to them.
You want to bow to them?
I want to bow to them. I like shaking your hand, his hand, some hands, but not all hands. And I get
So it's a germ. Just say it's a germ thing.
It's a germ thing. It is.
All right. So why don't you get? I mean, This raises an important question. I mean, you're a powerful man. You have a lot of resources at your disposal. Why don't you get one of those big plastic bubbles and just walk around in it? Seriously, you could do that.
I'll tell you what, it's a tough kind of a life in this country, but I walk around with that little, the antiseptic, whatever it is, and I put the sucker on, and supposedly it works. I don't know if it does or not. But
well, that's a real friendly thing.
Maybe we're gonna change that custom.
So people walk up to you and go, "Hey, Donald, how are you?" And you go, "One moment, please."
In some cases, that's true.
And then, that's just hideous to me. Now, let's talk about the more important point. You're one of the wealthiest men in the country, and you're single. What the hell is that like?
Well, it's not bad, I have to tell you.
It's not the worst thing that ever happened to you.
It's not so bad. It's been fun.
I mean, there are women out there, I've heard tell, who like a guy with money. What's it like? Do they just, are women very forward with you about it?
Well, you want to be a little bit careful with that, but there are probably those women out there. Some people would say predators. There are women out there like that, I suspect.
I feel terrible for you.
It's tough.
Yeah.
It's tough.
And so, what kinds of things, what's the most forward thing that a woman's ever done to you?
Well, I don't know. I mean, I've just been, and I discussed this really quite a bit in the book. I find women to be much more aggressive than men. In fact, many of the people that are in my company and that I hire are women. I find women to be far more aggressive and sexually far more aggressive than men. I think that we're a bunch of babies.
I also have found that to be true.
See, I think, you've noticed it's all the women that are agreeing with me. I think we're just a bunch of babies by comparison in many cases. So I've just seen things over the years that are really, I think most men wouldn't be doing.
Right. I see.
Which is okay.
Women just come up to you and they're just incredibly forward
Well,
with you.
not only with me. I mean, I've just seen acts by women who I happen to love, but love women. But, see?
Right.
But I've seen acts that really are something that many men wouldn't do. I find that they're much more aggressive, frankly, than men.
Right. In every single way.
In a lot of ways. In business, too. I mean, business, they've been tremendous. I have women working for me that the men just couldn't do the job as well.
Right. So you said, I got to get me an aggressive woman in here.
I like aggressive women. I think aggressive women are
terrific. This is becoming a personal ad for you, this whole show.
No, it isn't. It's like a personnel. Anybody need a job out there?
Yeah. How much, I'm curious about something, because I don't get to talk to that many very wealthy people. How much money do you carry on your person? How much money do you have on you right now? What do you have on you right now? How much money?
Well, do you want me to...
Yeah, well, what's in your pocket right now?
Oh, if I showed you what's in my pocket. Well, I'd show you... No. You don't want. Let me see. There is something in the pocket that...
Do you carry a lot of money?
No, I won't show you
Well,
that.
No, what was that? No, let me see. Let me see that. Let's bring it out. Let me see. What is that?
Safe sex, everybody.
Let me see.
And that wasn't a prop.
Donald,
that was not a prop.
Donald, what the hell is happening with you? Seriously.
It's terrible. you don't believe that one yourself.
You should get on some kind of drug. Just calm down a little bit. Seriously, you got one thing. Let's talk about, speaking of the book, which we got to mention here, you talk about the art of the prenuptial agreement.
Right. Well, it's not really an art. It's an unfortunate fact that you really need them. If you're of a certain substance in terms of monetary substance, you really need a prenuptial agreement when you get married.
Yeah.
I believe.
Well, the
And I
rest
have
of
a
us guys
chapter
who
on that.
just don't have crap, we don't need a prenuptial agreement. You need a prenuptial agreement. How do you bring it up with a woman? I mean, that's not the most romantic thing in the world. When do you pop the idea of prenuptial agreement?
Well, there's never a good time to do it, and they're very unattractive agreements, and they're very unattractive, frankly, period. But it is something that you need, and you just go and you say, hey, folks, we need...
Folks? How many people are you talking to here?
Usually they
Sounds like there are like 6 women in the room.
Well, there's usually one woman...
Hello, ladies. Let's talk prenup.
It's usually one woman and about 6 lawyers.
Okay.
And you just have to get this done. And you go up and you say, look, you know, I need this. I have to have it. And I guess you can probably take the chances of not getting it. But if you go by statistics and everything... See,
what if it's a woman you really love? She's pure, she's nice, she's sweet, you have that certain something, there's a twinkle in the eye. She's the one for you, and she says, no, I'm not signing a prenuptial agreement. What do you do?
Well, a lot of good women will not sign them. You have some incredible women, good women that really love you that will not sign them.
So you're just restricted to creeps and weirdos, pretty much.
Almost.
Really?
No, I mean, the agreements themselves are very negative in what they represent, but you really need them because you need a thing called certainty in business, and that's what the book is all about. It's
But it's not business, it's love, baby, love. You got to let yourself go.
No, it's a combination. I mean, it's a combination, though, Conan. If you're going to be, you know, we're doing a book. I'm doing a book on success and how to be successful.
Right.
And you need certainty. If you're going to have the problems of a marriage and the problems of a divorce, if that happens, which is a shame if it happens, there's nothing better than the institution of marriage. I love it. I think it's great.
You want to do it as many times as possible? Yeah, I gotcha.
And I'll get it right someday.
Uh-huh. All right. I want to ask one more thing. You own the Miss Universe pageant, you own the Miss USA pageant, and you own the Miss Teen,
Right, USA.
Teen USA pageant. Why are you buying all these beauty pageants?
Well, I actually did that. I had an opportunity to buy it from Madison Square Garden and IT&T. They were shedding assets, and I bought it. Actually, I bought it with CBS, and we got tremendous ratings. And it's a great vehicle because, as you know, it is beauty and it is beautiful women, and beautiful women have always gotten good ratings. And
If you throw a party, do you make all these women come? Do you say, I'm throwing a party and I want everyone from the Miss Universe pageant, everyone from Miss USA, everyone from Miss Teen America, I want them all at my place dancing around the pool?
No, but it's a good idea. In fact, you've given me right now.
Yeah,
I think I'm going to have one of those parties. No. But
you remind me of a James Bond villain, you know, a rich guy that would hollow out a volcano and have like 600 women walking around with machine guns. And
no, it's been really a very good asset. And as you probably heard, I mean, the Miss Universe gets great ratings all over the world, and therefore it is a valuable asset.
Yeah, no, people love to watch beautiful women on TV, which is why Andy and I are so popular. All right, the most attractive people on television. Trump, The Art of the Comeback is by Donald J. Trump, is available everywhere. Very nice having you on the program. I don't mind. All right, Donald Trump, everybody. Mark Maron coming up. Very funny guy. We'll be right back.